Chapter 4 Domestic Trade. A. Retail trade. By the end of this subtopic, the student should be able to A. Explain the concept of retail trade. B. Discuss the types of retailers. And C. Discuss the attributes of a good retailer. The concept of retail trade. 1. In the concept of retail trade, students to discuss the meaning of home trade, retail trade, retailer, and retailing. Home trade is a branch of trade which involves the buying and selling of goods and services within the same country. For example, amongst Tanzanian traders and selling to consumers living in the same country. Home trade is also known as domestic trade or internal trade. Branches or types of domestic trade. There are two main branches of domestic trade as 1. Retail trade and 2. Wholesale trade. Retail trade is the branch of domestic trade which deals with buying and selling goods to the final consumers. A retailer is a trader who sells goods to the final consumers. For example, a retailer who deals in vegetables from farmers and selling them to ultimate users. Students to discuss the importance of retail and functions of retailer. The importance or significance of retail trade. A. Retail trade serves final users with goods and services. B. Retail trade assists storage of goods for final consumers. C. Retail trade provides credit sales to consumers. D. Retail trade finances wholesale trade in manufacturing industry. E. Retail trade allows employment and self-employment opportunities to the people. Factors to consider when setting up a retail business. Before a retail business is established, the following factors should be considered. Availability of capital, location of the business, shop layout, storage facilities, experience and skills, demand of product, government policy on business undertakings, terms of sale, existence of competitors, and source of stock and supplies. General functions or services of retailers. The general functions of retailers are buying goods, breaking down the bulk, displaying goods, provision of variety of goods, transporting goods, provision of storage facilities to consumers, giving advice to consumers. 1. Buying goods. Retailers buy goods from either the producers, wholesalers, or other retailers, and thus provide them with a market for their products. 2. Breaking down the bulk. Retailers buy goods in large quantities from wholesalers or manufacturers and sell at affordable quantities to other retailers or consumers. 3. Display of goods. Retailers display their goods to enable the customers to identify what they need. Retailers, therefore, create awareness about the goods available for sale. 4. Provision of variety of goods. Retailers usually stock goods which are obtained from many suppliers so that consumers have choice. For example, a supermarket may offer the customer a choice between more than 20 brands of shampoo. 5. Transporting goods. A retailer arranges for the transportation of goods from the warehouse of the suppliers to his shop, and at times he or she transports the goods to his customers' premises. 6. Provision of storage facilities. A retailer stores goods until they are needed by customers. For example, if a retailer is involved in selling Christmas cards or any other seasonal goods, if the season is over, he or she will store them until they are needed on the next season. 7. Giving advice. Many retailers advise their customers about how certain goods are used. Students to identify types of retail trade business found in the community. Types of retailers. Retailers can be small or large depending on the amount of capital invested, volume of goods dealing, and the market served. Therefore, retailers can be broadly being divided into two main groups that are 1. Small-scale retailers and 2. Large-scale retailers. Small-scale retailers. These are retailers with small amount of capital invested, small volume of goods sales, and sell small market. Characteristics of small-scale retailers. 1. They hold relatively little stock. 2. They serve a small market. 3. They employ little capital in the business. 4. They offer a small variety of goods. 5. They employ few or no workers. 6. Many of them do not have permanent premises. 7. They are very flexible, that is, they can easily change their line of business. Branches of small-scale retailers. There are two main branches of small-scale retailers as a mobile small-scale retailers, B. Fixed small-scale retailers. Small-scale retailers without fixed premises or mobile small-scale retailers. These are small-scale retailers who move from one place to another, trying to sell goods to the final consumers. These are traveling traders, hawkers, peddlers, mobile shops, roadside traders, and barrow boys. A. Itinerant traders or traveling traders. These are retailers who are moving from home to home, door to door, village to village, trying to sell goods to consumers. They are commonly found in densely populated areas, especially towns, inside stadiums, and in residential areas. B. Hawkers. These are small-scale retailers who move from place to place, carrying their goods on their bicycles, motorcycles as a means of transport goods, trying to sell them to the final consumer. They mostly specialize in selling consumer goods such as necklaces, cosmetics, sandals, hand watches, earrings, and dolls. C. Peddlers. Peddlers are small-scale retailers who carry goods on their heads, shoulder, or hands and move from village to village, selling their goods to consumers. They are commonly found in towns, streets, villages, and most sell perishable goods such as fishes, milk, fruits, and vegetables. D. Mobile shops. Mobile shop is a motor van or a lorry which transport merchandise from one place to another, from village to village, trying to sell goods to consumers. Goods commonly sold by mobile shops include clothes, utensils, electronics, and shoes. E. Roadside traders or sellers. These are small-scale retailers who sit along the country bus stop or easy roads and highways where they sell their goods. They set up stalls or erect temporary stands where their merchandise is sold to travelers. Most roadside sellers in Tanzania sell fresh foods, fruits, fishes, corns, cassava, soft drinks, and groundnuts. Other roadside traders are stationed along busy roads, streets, near public halls, factories, schools, where they hope to get customers. F. Barrow boys. These use carts or wheelbarrows from which they transport and sell their goods. Most barrow boys in Tanzania sell fruits like sugarcane, pineapples, oranges, mangoes, and yellow bananas. Small-scale retailers with fixed premises or fixed small-scale retailers. These traders have fixed or permanent places of business operation. These include village stores, single shops, tide shops, market stalls, and kiosks. A. Single shops. These are small-scale retail business with fixed premises, owned and run by one person, selling goods to consumers. Examples of these shops are specialty shops, butcher shops, stationery, and grocery. B. Tide shops. These are shops which sells the products of only one manufacturer. Example: retail shops run by Butter Shoe Company and petrol stations across Tanzania country. C. Market stalls. These are business units found in marketplaces constructed by local authorities and usually consisting of one-room business premises. Examples are found in Kariakoo and Karume Market in Dar, Buyuni Market in Moshi, and Kilimanjaro Market in Arusha. D. Canteens. Canteens are small-scale retail units operated within fixed premises, usually located in schools, hospitals, near churches, factories, offices, and other public areas, mainly stock foodstuffs and drinks to consumers. E. Kiosks. Kiosks are retail units in form of a makeshift structures that can be shifted from one place to another. Kiosks mainly deal in fruits, vegetables, and small items. Large-scale retailers. These are traders who sell goods direct to the consumers and their scale of operation is large. Examples of these large-scale retail businesses are multiple shops, departmental stores, and supermarkets. Characteristics of large-scale retailers. 1. Large capital in operating the business. 2. Employment of specialists. Large-scale retailers can afford to employ specialists such as accountant, bookkeeper, and manager. 3. From the public in form of loans. 4. Economy of buying, as they can afford to buy in bulk from the manufacturers. 5. Wider market, as they are able to distribute their goods over a wider area since they have their own vehicles and distribution depots. 6. Variety of goods, as they are able to stock variety of goods, for example, supermarket. 7. Fixed premises, because they operate from well-established fixed premises, they are not affected by harsh weather conditions. Example, rain during rain seasons. Types of large-scale retailers. Large-scale retailers include departmental stores, multiple shops, mail-order shops, supermarkets, hypermarkets, consumer cooperative shops, and discount stores. A. Departmental stores. This is collection of sales units under one roof and management. Each shop is regarded as a department and has a departmental manager who decides on the size and type of stock to be held. Each department sells different goods. Example, a clothing departmental store may include a children's department, ladies department, men's department, and sports department. B. Multiple shops or chain stores. These are a number of shops owned and managed by one concern, stocking similar goods but found in different localities and often similar in appearance. Each shop is called a branch, and each has a branch manager who has restricted powers. They have centralized purchasing departments that buy goods for all branches from the manufacturers, but selling in decentralized through different branches. Example, barter shoe shops. C. Supermarkets or self-service stores. These are large-scale retail stores that offer large variety of goods through self-service system, where customers move around picking goods which they want from the range on shelves and pay for them at the checkpoint. Characteristics of supermarket. 1. Prices of goods in the supermarket are fixed, hence there is no bargaining. 2. Goods in supermarket carry price tags or barcodes system. 3. There are no credit facilities in the supermarket. Therefore, there is no bad debts problem. 4. Trolleys or baskets are provided for customers in whom they place their goods as they move around. A price tag. A price tag is the label that shows the price of the particular goods being sold, especially in supermarket. A barcode. A barcode is a code with numbers on a good that are used to identify the price of goods in supermarket through barcode scanner machine. D. Mail order business or mail order shops. These are shops that sell their goods through the post office. The traders do not have shop premises, but only a warehouse, showrooms, and offices. The system operates through widespread and persuasive advertisements through the radio, newspapers, and catalogs, with colorful pictures and illustrations of the goods. Mail order business is carried out 24 hours. E. Hypermarkets. These are very large supermarkets that sell many items and provide one-stop shopping where busy people can buy their weekly items, operated on self-service basis. A good example of supermarket in recent years across East Africa is Nakumatt Hypermarket. F. Discount stores. These are shops which sell goods at a lower price than any other retail shop for compared goods. That is, they sell at a discount prices. G. Consumer cooperatives. These are set up by consumers themselves to serve members who contribute money and buy goods directly from the producer. Students to discuss the qualities or attributes of a good retailer and identify retailers with good qualities. Qualities or attributes of a good retailer. The success of the retailer depends on a number of factors, the most important ones being his or her personal qualities. They include the following: pleasantness, a good buyer, ability to forecast demand, honest, good administrator, cooperator, knowledgeable about goods on sale. 1. Pleasantness. A good retailer should be pleasant in his or her dealings with his customers. He or she should be polite at all times. 2. A good buyer. A good retailer should be a good buyer. He or she must know what to buy, when to buy, and at what price to buy. 3. Ability to forecast demand. He or she should be able to forecast the demands of his customers. He or she should be able to foresee changes in tastes and preferences or fashions of the customers and stock goods accordingly. 4. Honesty. He or she should be honest with his customers by selling goods at fair prices. He or she should not sell fake or stale goods. 5. Good administrator. He or she should be a good administrator that is able to control the movement of his stock and other business property. 6. Cooperator. He or she should be cooperative with his suppliers and pay them promptly to ensure an efficient flow of business activities. 7. Knowledgeable about goods on sale. He or she should be knowledgeable about the goods on sale, especially those in his shops, so that he or she can give correct advice to the customers. Modern trends in retailing. Trade is increasingly changed. New inventions arrive and many new items are being produced. The number of producers as well as traders is also increasing. Modern trends in retail trade include branding, packaging, after-sales services, automatic vending machines, auctioning, and loss leader policy, resale price maintenance, bar coding, tenders, e-commerce, and the installment selling system. A. Branding. Branding is the process of giving of a distinctive trade name or trademark registered by the manufacturers to the goods. Examples of branding on toothpaste are Colgate, Whitedent, Close-Up, and Crest. Examples of branding on soap powder are Omo, Tesa, Puff, Forma, and Ariel. Examples of branding on television are Hitachi, Sony, LG, Panasonic, Philips, and Samsung. Trade name. Trade name is the name given to a product by the manufacturer. Brand. Brand is the identity of a specific product created by a business to make its product different from those of other companies so that it can be easily recognized by potential customers. B. Packaging or pre-packaging is the process of selling goods that are already packed in standard containers. Packaging may be done by manufacturers, wholesalers, or retailers. Examples of pre-packed goods are tea leaves, sugar and glycerin, and toothpaste. C. Self-service system. This is a system of selling goods where customers help themselves by moving around the shop, picking the goods they wish to buy, proceed to the checkout to pay for them, and then leaves the shop. This leads to impulsive buying. Impulsive buying is a situation where a customer buys goods not because he or she wanted but buy them, but because they are attracted by the displays. D. After sales services. After sales services is a free technical service which offered to the customer by the seller after he or she has bought the good. It is mostly offered by traders who deal in electrical or mechanical goods. Example: satellite dishes, televisions, high-pressure sodium lamps, computers, and machines. The undertaking to provide this service is called warranty, and the period within which the service is to be rendered is called warranty period. E. Automatic vending machine. These are machines which allow goods to be sold in the absence of an attendant. Small items like stamps, drinks, candies, sweets, cigarettes are sold in automatic vending machines. F. Auctioning. Auctioning is the type of selling where goods are sold to the person who offers the highest price. It is also used in fundraising functions for schools, churches, or weddings. G. Resale price maintenance. This is a system where a manufacturer fixes the prices at which the retailers have to sell their products. H. Electronic point of sale. These are highly advanced computerized till systems that use scanners to read the barcodes on individual products. The information accessed includes types of goods, weight, and price. I. Loss leader policy. This is a system where the seller sells one of the fast selling items at a very low price. J. Tender. Tender is an offer to supply specific goods or services. K. Electronic commerce. e-commerce. This means the buying and selling of goods and services on the internet. E-commerce has probably had a larger impact on retailing than any other development. Online retailing is now commonly known as e-tailing. The concept of credit. Credit is a general term for any type of financial loan that is extended to private customers, usually on an secured basis, and it is repaid in weekly or monthly installments over an agreed period of time. Types of credit. There are two main types of credit that are A. Installment selling and buying. Installment selling. This is a system of trade where goods are sold and payment is made later in periodic payments called installments. The buyer is allowed to take the commodity after paying on an agreed part of the purchase price called a down payment. Types of installment selling system. There are two types of installment selling system that are 1. Hire purchase agreement. 2. Deferred payment or extended credit. A. Hire purchase agreement. This is a credit system whereby the customer buys goods by paying an initial deposit and thereafter paying the balance periodically in installments until the full amount is paid off. The hirer is the buyer of the goods for installment. The owner is the person selling the goods to the hirer and receiving payment. B. Deferred payment or extended credit. This is a type of credit where the article sold becomes the buyer's after an agreement is signed and the payment of the first installment is done. If the buyer fails to pay the other remaining installments, the seller does not repossess the item, but takes court action against the buyer for the unpaid amount. Credit cards. These are special cards given to customers by credit card companies, including banks and other financial institutions, that allow customers to purchase items without instant payment for them. Thank you for listening to this chapter. Get ready for the next chapter, and don't forget to repeat to listening to this information until you will find your successful results. Thank you so much.